All right, this reorganization meeting of the Mount Horeb Area School District's School Board will come to order at 6:31. Roll call, Diana.
Here.
Jim.
Here.
Jessica.
Here.
Jeff.
Here.
Kimberly.
Here.
Leah.
Here.
Item 2, election of, no, excuse me, so Dr. Salerno, can you certify that the meeting has been properly noticed?
Yes, it has.
Thanks. Item 2, election of officers. The chair will entertain nominations followed by motions for the 4 board officer positions. The first, of course, is president.
I'd like to nominate Kimberly for president. Second.
Nominate Rod. I'll second.
Are there any further nominations? Are there any further nominations? Are there any further nominations? If not, I think this is the way this will go. Those who wish to cast their vote for Kimberly will do so by raising their hand. 4 votes for Kimberly. Those who wish to cast their vote for me will raise their hand and indicate their vote as well. The vote is 4-3. Kimberly has prevailed, and congratulations, Kimberly. You may take the reins of the meeting.
Actually, whoever starts the meeting.
It's Kimberly's table right
Oh,
now.
that's not true. It stays with Rod until the meeting's over. That's the next meeting.
Sounds to me like Kimberly's deferring that, and so with that, we'll honor that.
Very, very well. Thank you. The chair will entertain nominations for vice president.
Nominate Diana Rothamer.
Second.
That was you, Jessica.
Yes.
Are there any further nominations? Diana prevails by acclamation. The chair will now entertain nominations for the office of clerk. I nominate Jeff Hanna.
I nominate Leah. You have to wait till. Oh, I'm sorry.
Second first.
Yeah, sorry. That's all right.
Seeing no second for Jeff, his nomination dies for lack of a second. Are there any further nominations?
Nominate Leah.
Second.
Are there any further nominations? Are there any further nominations? Are there any further nominations? Hearing none, Leah is elected by acclamation. The chair will now entertain nominations for treasurer.
Nominate Jessica.
Second.
Are there any further nominations? Are there any further nominations? Are there any further nominations? Hearing none, Jessica wins by acclamation. Item 2B. The chair will entertain motion and discussion on board meeting dates. Dr. Salerno, do you have any comment on this?
Yes, you'll see as part of the board docs, a proposed schedule of meeting dates that are reflective of what we've done in the past. This includes the month of December. A request was made probably in the recent future, or recent past, I should say, about hosting one meeting in the month of December. And then our typical board workshops on 5th Mondays of the month.
The chair didn't have a motion to adopt that schedule.
So move.
A second.
Jeff has moved and Jessica seconded the motion to adopt the schedule that's been articulated by Dr. Salerno. Is there any further discussion?
Quick question.
Oh, go ahead.
Are we gonna meet in the staff room for most of these meetings, or are we gonna stay here? Or is it gonna be COVID dependent?
It was going to be a proposal of mine, but I can talk with President-elect Saylor about moving us back to the step room once we get out of the school year, so that we can invite people in to be part of the conversation.
Is there any further discussion?
I have one quick discrepancy on that, Dr. Salerno, the third Monday in February, 21st.
Thank you so much. Yes.
Amen. All right, is there any further discussion? Hearing none, Jeff has moved and Jessica has seconded a motion to approve the schedule that's been articulated by Dr. Salerno. All those in favor will say aye. Those opposed will say no. The ayes have it, the motion carries, and the board meeting schedule is agreed to. Item B2, fiscal depository for the district and authorization for withdrawal. Say that 5 times fast. I entertain a motion to approve.
Second.
Jeff has moved and Kimberly has seconded a motion to approve the fiscal depository and authorization for withdrawals for the district. Is there any discussion? Hearing none, all those in favor will say aye. Those opposed will say no. The ayes have it, the motion carries, and the fiscal depository and authorization for withdrawals for the district are approved. Item B3, the school district legal counsel. The chair would recommend a motion to approve Weld Riley PC as the named legal counsel for the district and WASB consultants as needed for other matters.
Second, a motion to approve that.
Jeff has moved. Is there a second?
A second.
Jessica has seconded a motion to approve the school district legal counsel. Is there any further discussion? Hearing none, all those in favor will say aye. Opposed will say no. The ayes have it, the motion carries, and Weld Riley SC will be the named legal counsel for the district, and WASB consultants will be used for other matters. Item B4, school district official paper. The chair would entertain a motion to name the Mount Horeb Mail as the official newspaper of the district.
So moved. Second.
Jessica has moved and Kimberly has seconded a motion to name the Mount Horeb Mail as the official newspaper of the district. Is there any discussion? Hearing none, all those in favor will say aye. Those opposed will say no. The ayes have it, the motion carries, and the Mount Horeb Mail has been named as the official newspaper of the district. Item B5. Item B5. The 2022 Wisconsin Association of School Boards Delegate and Alternate. I guess we are taking nominations for the delegate and alternate for the WASB for the 2002 WASB annual convention.
I'll nominate Jessica.
Second.
Leah has nominated, and that was Diana has seconded the nomination of Jessica. Are there any further nominees? Are there any further nominees? Are there any further nominees? Hearing none, Jessica is elected the district's official delegate to the 2022 WASB annual convention by acclamation. Item 5B, the chair will entertain a motion, a nomination for designation as the district's official alternate to the 2022 WASB annual convention.
I nominate Leah.
Second.
Leah has been nominated and seconded. Is there any further nominees? Hearing none, Leah is designated as the district's official alternate to the 2022 WASB Annual Convention by acclamation. Number 6, Board Representative to CISA 2 Annual Convention. This is another nominee.
I'll nominate Kimberly. Sorry, I'm trying to line things up on the chart.
Are there any further nominees? Are there any further nominees? Are there any further nominees? Kimberly is designated the board's representative to CISA 2 Annual Convention, virtual, by acclamation. Item 7, standing committees. Now, typically, I think there's a little bit of discussion before we approve the slate of committee members, if I remember right. I mean, we're not taking individual nominees, I don't think, are we? All right, so we'll start with buildings and grounds.
So we've done it a few ways. in the
Oh, have we?
past. Sometimes if you want it to go quicker, you can say who wants to be in building and grounds, so people can raise their hands.
Right. Right, I wasn't expecting that we would take nominees for this, but I certainly wasn't expecting that we would individually nominate and vote on individual people either. So if you are interested in serving on building and grounds, please let your intentions be known here within the next 10 seconds. Jeff? Jim? And one more? Jeff, Jim, and Jeff and Jim. All right. The chair would entertain a motion to designate Jeff and Jim as the board's building and grounds committee members. Leah has moved and Diana has seconded that Jeff and Jim be designated as the board's building and grounds committee members. Is there any further discussion? Hearing none, all those in favor will say aye. Those opposed will say no. The ayes have it, the motion carries, and Jeff and Jim are designated as the board's building and grounds committee members. Item 7B, Community and Legislative Engagement Committee. Please make your desires known within 10 seconds. Looks like Jessica, Leah, and me. What do we do with 3? We can have 3, right? Okay. Is there anyone else interested in that? Maybe Indian leg wrestle for it, but. All right, the chair will entertain a motion to designate Jessica, Leah, and Rod as the board's Community and Legislative Engagement Committee members.
Moved.
Jim has moved. Congratulations on your first motion. And Diana has seconded a motion to designate Jessica, Leah, and Rod as the board's Community and Legislative Engagement Committee members. Is there any further discussion? Hearing none, all those in favor will say aye.
Aye.
Those opposed will say no. The ayes have it, the motion carries, and Jessica, Leah, and Rod are designated as the board's Community and Legislative Engagement Committee members. Item 7C, the board's Education Committee. By raising your hands, please indicate if you're interested in serving on the Education Committee. All right, be Jessica, Diana, and Rod. That's awesome. Great. Okay. The chair would entertain a motion to designate Jessica, Diana, and Rod as the board's Education Committee members.
Moved.
Kimberly has moved and Jessica has seconded a motion to do the foregoing. Is there any further discussion? Hearing none, all those in favor will say aye. Those opposed will say no. The ayes have it, the motion carries, and Jessica, Diana, and Rod are designated as the board's Education Committee members. Item 7D, Finance Committee. Jessica? Jeez. Jeff? Anyone else? Diana? Okay, so Jessica, Jeff, and Diana, the chair would entertain a motion.
Jim also has his name.
Oh, Jim. So we got to do some. Oh,
As treasurer, I believe I have to be on that committee. It sort of makes sense.
okay. So we got to have a bake off, huh?
Outgoing treasurer, I would prefer to stay on at this point.
Treasurer has to be on it.
Yep. So Jessica's on it. Diana has invoked the right of the outgoing treasurer.
We would be required to have a runoff for the remaining 3 positions.
Yep.
And so however you'd like to do that, we can't do it by closed ballot because it's not an executive position.
Let's just do it by show of hands. We'll start in the order that people were nominated. If that seems as fair as any, otherwise we can flip a coin. It doesn't matter to me. I think the votes are going to be the votes. If you wish to vote, is there any? I don't want to move forward without. I'm going to ask for a show of hands for each of these remaining 3 people. Is that the will of the group? I don't know that there. I mean, other than we can't do it by ballot.
I wonder if maybe someone wants to make a motion.
Pick people, you mean, instead of,
It could be that way, or we could have you could vote by hand, and then the person with the least number of votes would respectfully be eliminated from the process, because we typically don't have more than 3 people in the committee. Unless there's one who wishes to back out right now.
I'll withdraw mine.
All right, thank you, Jeff.
Last meeting.
As always, the good of the order is at the top of your mind. All right, so the chair would entertain a motion to designate Jessica, Diana, and Jim as the board's finance committee members.
Moved.
Second.
Moved by Kimberly and seconded by Leah, that Jessica, Diana, and Jim be designated as the board's finance committee members. Is there any further discussion? Hearing none, all those in favor will say aye.
Aye.
Those opposed will say no. The ayes have it, the motion carries, and Jessica, Diana, and Jim are designated as the board's finance committee members. Item 7E. Oh, crap. Page 7E, Personnel Committee. Is there anyone, Jeff is interested in the Personnel Committee? Is there anyone else? Leah?
I am.
Okay. All right, the chair would entertain a motion to designate Jeff, Leah, and Diana as the board's personnel committee members.
Second.
All right, Jessica has moved, and Kimberly has seconded a motion to designate Jeff, Leah, and Diana as the board's personnel committee members. Is there any further discussion? Hearing none, all those in favor will say aye. All those opposed will say no. The ayes have it, the motion carries, and Jeff, Leah, and Diana are designated as the board's personnel committee members. Item 7F, Safety and Wellness Committee. Leah, Jessica? Okay. Anyone else? Leah and Jessica? Jeff, thank you, Jeff. Is there a, all right, The chair will entertain a motion to designate Leah, Jessica, and Jeff as the Board Safety and Wellness Committee members.
And
Jeff has moved and Diana has seconded a motion to designate Leah, Jessica, and Jeff as the Board Safety and Wellness Committee members. Is there any further discussion? Hearing none, all those in favor will say aye. All those opposed will say no. The ayes have it, the motion carries, and Leah, Jessica, and Jeff are designated as the Board Safety and Wellness Committee. School committees. We'll start with high school building liaison. Is there anyone interested in serving as the high school building liaison? Is there anyone other than Diana who has an interest in serving as the high school building liaison? Hearing none, Diana is designated as the board's high school building liaison. Middle school building liaison, Jessica. Is there anyone else interested in serving as middle school building liaison? Hearing none, Jessica will serve and is designated as the board's middle school building liaison. Intermediate center building liaison. Jeff? Is there anyone else interested in serving as the intermediate center building liaison? Hearing none, Jeff will serve and is designated as the intermediate center building liaison. Let's orient people. Item 8D, primary center early learning center building liaison. Jim, did I see your hand? No? Good.
If it's on a conflict to have a student there, if the board feels comfortable with that, then I'm happy to serve.
Anyone other than Kimberly? All right, Kimberly will serve and is designated as the board's primary center early learning center building liaison. Early learning liaison, which I guess that would be 4K, right?
Yes.
Jim? Anyone other than Jim? Hearing none, Jim will serve as the early learning liaison as designated as such. Item 8F, village liaison. I'm happy to do it if no one else wants to do it.
all yours.
Okay. Great, thank you. Item 3, adjournment.
So moved.
Second.
Kimberly has moved and Jeff has seconded a motion to adjourn the board's reorganization committee. Is there any further discussion? Hearing none, all those in favor will say aye. All those opposed will say no. The ayes have it. The motion carries and the board's reorganization meeting is adjourned. Our board meeting starts in 20 minutes.
Don't we start at 7 in 5 minutes?
Is it 7 or 7:15 tonight?